Why I hate the black and brown rainbow flag designs. Hey, it's Prince of Queens, and a bunch of people have asked me for my commentary about the new black and brown additions to the rainbow flag, as well as this alternate version that is also floating around. I've been seeing these designs from both my YouTube sphere as well as from my more SJW personal friend circle, many of them being white guys who are saying that they like them, seemingly to try to appear woke. So, what do I think about it? What do I think? What the hell do you think I think? Do you think I am okay with this change because I want to give black and brown members of the LGBTQIA++ community the visibility and representation that they have been denied all these years by the evil, oppressive white male gaytriarchy? Or do you think this annoys me? I mean, seriously, you had to ask. Obviously, I think that this is just some sort of pathetic last gasp intersectional feminist activist attempt to exert complete and utter dominance over the LGBT demographic because they don't understand that winning the oppression Olympics doesn't give them eternal power to order everybody around that makes the mistake of deciding to associate with them in any way, no matter how loosely. More so, I honestly just think that this is going to backfire and do the exact opposite of what they claim that they intend it to do. And it will just end up making non-black and brown members of the LGBT demographic resentful that these people demand some sort of weird control over our fucking flag, purposefully making it ugly to prove a sociopolitical point. I mean, once again, stating the obvious, but adding black and brown while white wasn't on the damn flag either just seems rather asinine. Like, seriously, were they jealous of Native Americans and Asian people because at least they had a red and yellow stripe? Is that what these people were thinking? It also does kind of strike me as a bit of a strictly anti-white move for that reason. Like, as if they saw that if they added brown and black, the only color that would be left out would be white, which is the biggest chunk of the demographic that the flag is supposed to represent. So cutting that out is not just divisive, but like cutting off the biggest chunk of a pie and then claiming that it's making the pie bigger somehow. Now, granted, I don't want them to add a white stripe. What I'd prefer would be if it went back to how it was originally, which was to look like an actual goddamn rainbow that one could see in the sky. It was never designed to actually represent the skin colors of groups of people. And the fact that people are now acting like maybe it was designed to be that way or something is just completely ridiculous and shows how utterly racist these people are, because they are so obsessively fixated on race. Finally, what pisses me off about it is that if you're a white LGBT person and most of your friends are SJWs, you are in a fucked if you do, fucked if you don't situation when people ask you if you approve of the new flag. On the one hand, if you say you don't like it, people will say, "So you want to exclude black and brown people? Is that what you want?" On the other hand, if you say you do like it, you are admitting that the premise of having to alter this flag to be more inclusive is a valid one, because of the fact that black and brown people were left out prior, when that was never actually true, as the flag was literally designed to be a symbol of diversity by being a fucking rainbow in the first place. If you act like you are glad about this change happening, you are basically admitting that the LGBT community has been super racist, in your opinion, up until this point, and that we need to push combating racism up to being the primary focus of the entire LGBT demographic, which I think is logically fallacious by itself. Sure, there are definitely aspects of legitimate racism within the LGBT demographic from basically every angle, but the same goes for every community or demographic. And one of the reasons that the LGBT demographic might potentially have so many different issues of racism within it is that the community is, after all, so incredibly diverse, because we are brought together by virtue of the fact that we are not straight, as opposed to by our skin colors or political views. At least one would hope. So fuck this flag, and fuck members of the demographic that thinks they need to prove how not racist they are by accidentally implying that all of us are racist until proven innocent. As if the only way to prove we aren't racist is by making the flag more ugly, as if it were singed by flaming poo. That's all I have to say for this video. Drop me a comment, help me out on Patreon if you want more from me, and hit the bell button so you don't get unsubscribed. People get unsubscribed from my channel. Hit the bell button next to the subscribe button, and stay tuned.